Here we are with a firework leaflet from Lidl Fireworks for 2023. Obviously already on sale. A bit slow with getting this to you this year. Let's have a look what they've got. It's standard fireworks again. So yeah, decentish company. You can't really go wrong. There won't be any bad fireworks in here. Certainly the cakes are a lot better than they used to be. I fired a few similar ones last year, and I have to say the quality was good, even though they are 1.4G pyrotechnics. So if you can get to a specialist, it's always better. Some of the specialists will sell very similar items, but if you're a real firework connoisseur like me, you'll hunt down the 1.3G pyrotechnics just because the performance is a lot better. The stuff that you get at supermarkets is all 1.4G, meaning that they can store a lot more of it because it's not as explosive. So yeah, that's a top tip there. But if you can't, and Lidl's your nearest supermarket, then you won't be disappointed with the offering. It's just this year certainly seems to be a bit reduced. So in terms of the amount of selection boxes and things, there isn't a massive range. And then again in like fountains and stuff. So I know Tesco are doing fireworks this year, and their range is a lot bigger, and it's the same company. So I'll go through the Tesco fireworks leaflet shortly. But if this is your nearest store and you can't go elsewhere, then you won't be disappointed. So yeah, we've got some. The boxes they'll get rejigged every year in terms of the names of the boxes and the product design. So it'll look like a new box. But in terms of your contents there, if I just zoom in, the contents will be, in terms of what you get, will be very similar to years gone by. So they don't tend to change the contents. It's just the box and the packaging they tend to change. But you've got a couple of shot tubes in that pack there. So yeah, they'll be fairly noisy. You've got 3 Roman candles by the looks of it. And there'll be probably about 5 shots a piece normally. That's normally what you get with standard stuff. Get a right load of fountains there, 8 fountains. And you also get that, I think that's a Roman candle cake there. So for £15, in terms of value, that's not bad, especially as you get that nice little cake to finish with. So it should give you some nice aerial effects. What else we got? So you got some shot tubes there if you want a bit of poke. They should be fairly decent. They're probably 25mm, so not quite maximum bore, but not far off. Obviously sparklers, I won't go into. The rockets, they're not going to be massive bursts in that rocket pack, but standard will sometimes put different effects in, so you will get different types of bursts hopefully in that pack. And it's nice to see that they've got some non-standard colour in there. Okay, so they've got probably 5-6 years, well, not even that long ago, most supermarkets it'd just be reds and greens all the way through, and you wouldn't get much variation. But what you have got there is you've got lemon bursts. Some are with crackle, some are with silverfish, which is nice. So that's a low noise effect, but these tiny little flecks of like little fish will go off into the sky in random directions. So it's nice to see some variation there, but you're going to get a lot of repeats in a pack like that as well. So there's some variation, but not loads, because it looks like you've got at least 3 of the same. Sort of repeated throughout the pack, so it depends what you want really out of your fireworks. You've got Storm Force multi-shot cake there, 30-second duration, 25 shots. So yeah, the bore size should be fairly decent. And in terms of effects, with it being standard, they know what they're doing. So you've got some crackle in there. Doesn't tell you exactly all the colours, but there's some gold glittering stars in there. So it looks like it's a mixed effect cake. You won't get all the same, thankfully, from start to finish. So yeah, and so it's less than £1 a shot as well, which in today's sort of market, with shrinkflation and everything, 25 shots for £20 is actually good going. Supercharged there, so if you want more of a sort of bigger display, obviously you got 50-second duration, 90 shots. And it's good that they've got the QR codes as well, so it looks like you can actually see what they do. The only thing was they probably will be better than the videos in real life. You can never really get the full colour out, but it's nice to see they've got some blues in there and some chrysanthemums, so there's a lot of crackle by the looks of it in that one. But it is a mixed effect cake, so it should be good in all fairness. And then you got velocity up there, so slightly smaller cake, 56 shots, 40 seconds. So 56 shots in 40 seconds, you're going to get overlapping effects, so it's going to be quite impactful as well. And obviously you've got some crackles in there, some whistles, some gold palm bursts, which is nice, and then lots of crackle to finish. So if you like your noise, then maybe you gravitate towards that one. And then on the back page, this is all they've got, like I said. So there's only 2 selection boxes to choose from. So you've got a little tiny selection of rockets there, and they do 3 for £25. So they're still doing the sort of bundled deals, which is not too bad. That cake will be okay. How much is it? So it's £9.99. That's absolutely bang on where it should be. So there's been no inflation in terms of the cakes then this year. So yeah, standard 16 shot cake. It should be fairly pokey as well. What are the effects then? So we've got white, gold, green glitter, and then green and reds. So yeah, it's not going to wow the crowds in terms of colours and things, but it should be decent and fairly punchy. Your little pack there, your small box. You've got a mixed bag. Those tiny fountains won't last hardly any time, those tiny little conics. But if you're on a strict budget, maybe go with the Aldi selections on there. You've got like Aldi got some low noise ones. They've got 2 packs that are both under a tenner, so maybe gravitate towards them, or go for the bigger one if you can. It's just got a bit more variation in it, and the fountains will last longer than the ones in there. Some will just fizz and that'll be it. Some will be what we call like Bengal flares, so they'll just be like a coloured flame. So just be careful. If you can watch the videos beforehand with the QR codes, then it's probably advisable. I will have some similar type packs on my channel if you want to have a look. If you note, so like Will o' the Wisp, it's in pretty much all of the smaller packs in some way, shape or form. So I'm sure most of these will probably be in packs I've fired previously. Certainly the Moonfall one, that's been in a lot of packs for a good few years now. They just like to change the packaging, but the contents should be fairly similar. And then yeah, you got the little rockets there, but that's it. That's all they've got this year at Lidl. Not a massive range. It's a shame they don't stock Vecco anymore. They were Lidl's supplier of choice a few years back, and they were really good quality, and you got really good value for money. But standard, they're okay. They have got some really decent bits in there, but you've just got to pick through and make sure you watch the videos if you can to see you getting the right stuff that you want for your display. But obviously, as always, if you have a specialist retailer near you that sells fireworks all year round, you're not going to go far wrong. And if you can hunt out 1.3G pyrotechnics, I would suggest check them out. But thanks for watching. That was Lidl's offering for this year.